Here's the rub. It's gonna be 4 years for another mission to reach me. And I'm gonna have designed to last 31 days. So I gotta make water and grow food on a planet where nothing grows. But if I can't figure out a way to make contact with NASA, then none of this matters anyway.
We've got an incoming message.
Mein Gott. Mark Wattney is still alive.
Woo! As I said off camera, and I'll say it on camera, loved the movie. Going to be a huge hit. I'm very curious. You're known in the editing room of on Blu-ray of often having like a director's cut and like different versions. I'm curious. Was this the cut you were super happy with? Was there ever a longer version of this?
You know, when you edit, it usually melts down to what essentially is the best cut, is the final cut, and it's usually one that I've approved. If I lose out ever to a studio in terms of what they want and what I want, which is never really, then I'd certainly have a longer version on the Blu-ray.
Well, I'm curious, for example, like your assembly cut or your first cut of this version of this movie, was it a lot longer or was it pretty much always this?
2:45, yeah. It was about half an hour longer.
And was that a lot of like an assembly or was it more like your first director's cut?
No, all the cuts we do are pretty well put together, even with music, temp music, good soundtrack. So mostly it's showable. But that said, the film was too long at 2:45, but it was enjoyable. Yeah, it could easily be a Blu-ray alternative version.
And that's what I'm curious. Was there a sequence or two that you removed at the last second that you were like sad to see go? And what were they?
Funnily enough, I was sad to see go the inevitable question as we got so, let's say, intimate details about how do you grow food. And what do you use as fertilizer? That also, you have to ask the question, when he's on the road, how and when does he do the necessary? And so I made up a beautiful self-inflating tent, which is an airlock, so that daily he could go in there and with baby wipes, clean himself the best he could and do whatever he had to do. And I did that once, so I'm missing that. That's pretty cool. It's good. And it just tells you how, so that even at the end of the day, when you see him in the rock at the end, has he got scurvy? Absolutely. Is he melting down? Are his organs being affected by his lack of, a more efficient diet? Absolutely. So that's why he's all scarred and marked and sored, like a bed rash, like a baby rash, okay? Because think about it, for 3,200 kilometers, he never has a bath. So it's pretty gnarly. So I missed all that detail, which I love that kind of detail. And what else was there? There's a few other things, but that's one of the ones which I would have liked to have had in once. But everybody went, ugh.
I really hope that stuff like that is eventually on the Blu-ray.
Yes, yeah.
No matter what happens, tell the world, tell my family that I never stop fighting to make it home.